Namaskar and welcome to another episode of Editorial. Manish Sisodia, after 17 months, got bail. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about who gets jail, who gets bail, what is law, how does it all work? I'm a little confused. And my today's editorial is about that. Let's get right to the show. So, before I get into my editorial, I want to answer a few questions, specifically one particular question that a viewer had asked me about my editorial about Ambanification of sports, the editorial I gave yesterday. I want to answer one question and then I will, because I think I need to justify that, and then I will get into my topic. So, bear with me for 3 minutes. A gentleman called Dominic 7, and a lot of people have asked me similar questions. A few people have asked me similar questions, so I'm answering this question. Dominic 7, that's what his name is. He says that Mr. Nair, sponsorship are good for athletes. Sponsorship money brings food on the table of many athletes. This is what Mr. Dominic says. Why are you against it? Sponsorship for sports. I was talking about Mrs. Nita Ambani and Reliance and Olympics yesterday, and that was the topic. I will attach the editorial under this particular video. Please do see it. And he says even media industry runs on sponsorship and advertising revenue. An athlete cannot sustain his life prize money alone, that is tournament wins. And I think companies should sponsor our Indian athletes as much as possible. And Indian government should improve sports infrastructure, so on and so forth. They went on to say a lot of things, but this is what he wanted to say. Now, let me tell you something very categorically. In my yesterday's editorial, I never said that sports should not be sponsored. Sports should be sponsored. Monopoly is what I'm against. Sponsorship I'm not against at all. And why should one be against sponsorship? I have spent 30 years of my life advertising. Sponsorship is what we did all our lives. So, that's never been an issue. But when a sponsor starts owning the game, when a sponsor starts owning the game and starts monopolizing the game, that's where the problem would start. And that's what I warned. I also, in the same breath, said that I do not blame any company, any family, any people that they're doing something wrong. I have not blamed anybody. I have just put a case in front of my viewers. And while businesses are concerned, brands are concerned, they will definitely try to ensure that they get the maximum mileage out of the investment that they are putting in. They will ensure they get the maximum mileage, because mind you, sponsorship is not CSR. It is not corporate social responsibility that you are sponsoring a particular game. You are getting mileage out of that. Your brand name is seen across the globes, hundreds and crores of eyeballs watch your brand name. You get visibility, therefore you sponsor. So it is not CSR. You are not doing any khairat. It is very clear. So a brand will try to get the maximum mileage out of the sponsorship, and the sponsor will try to get the maximum money that particular sponsor, that particular game gets out of a brand. So this was the point. I won't want to take more time on this. So let's keep this aside. Let's come to the topic at hand. Manish Sisodia was arrested by CBI on February 26, 2023, around 17 months ago. He was arrested. A lot of people question, why is he being arrested? Why is he being arrested? He's the deputy CM of Delhi. Call him whenever you need him. Call him for interrogation. Thodi na bhag jayenge. He's quite deep-rooted. He's got a lot of responsibilities. He may not just pack his bag and run. But he was arrested all the same. 17 months he was put behind bars. We still ask the question as to why is he being put behind bars? Have you convicted him? If you have not convicted him, why are you punishing him? He has not been convicted. So he is behind bars without being convicted. Is that fair? Answers were not forthcoming. Now, the bench of Justice B.R. Gavai, Justice K.V. Vishwanath from Supreme Court, these justices, they started questioning. In fact, yesterday, they said Sisodia has been deprived of the right to speedy trial. Right to speedy trial is a sacrosanct right. Recently, Javed Ghulam Nabi Sheikh case, we dealt with this angle and we noted that when court, state or agency cannot protect the right of speedy trial, then the bail cannot be opposed. So the person was not given a speedy trial. Yeah? Again, the same thing which I said. The man was put behind bars without being convicted. He was behind bars waiting for a trial. And the agencies took their time. There was nothing speedy happening. The court went on to say that Sisodia has deep roots in the society and he cannot flee. Regarding tampering evidence, the case largely depends on the documentation and thus it is all seized and there is no chance of tampering. Initially, the order dated June 4 has been considered. We have observed that when Sisodia approached this court, a period of 7 months has lapsed from the first order of this court. However, Supreme Court took note of the fact that charge sheet shall be filed and the trial would commence. Liberty was given to revive the plea after filing a charge sheet. Now, relegating Sisodia to a trial court and then High Court will be like playing a game of snake and ladder. You know, I started this conversation by saying that I am confused, and I am confused. The court here says that Sisodia is a deputy CM. He cannot run away. He is rooted in his state. He is not a person who can just pack everything and run away next day morning. Secondly, the court asked what can he tamper with? What evidences can he tamper with? You've kept him in jail for 17 months. What evidences can he tamper with? Acha. You know, there's another case that I was reporting constantly and I'm still reporting it, and that is Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. He was alleged for sexual harassment. He was the then head of Indian Wrestling Federation. This man was not given jail term and all. He's still out. He was not giving jail term. Couldn't he tamper with evidence? So there, the court didn't believe that he could tamper with evidence. There, a person who is known to be very powerful, he himself once said that I killed another person. He is known to be a very powerful person in his area. He cannot tamper with evidence. The court believed nahi hoega wo sab. But here, 17 months, a man was put behind bars who doesn't have a record of being powerful and being, killing somebody and all that. He doesn't have this kind of records, Sisodia, but he was kept behind bars, possibly because they thought that he could tamper with evidence. Now, the Supreme Court asked, saying that what evidence can he tamper with? Sab documents to hai tumhare paas. I didn't understand this logic. Sisodia was fighting for bail, trying desperately to get a bail. Sisodia was deprived of his fundamental right of contesting, campaigning for his political party. He was denied that right. But he was not convicted. He is not convicted even today. He is not convicted. He was under trial and the trial was going on. But he was in jail right in the middle of the election too. But, that fellow Ram Rahim Singh, the convicted rapist, he was given bail to go and celebrate his birthday party. He could get a furlough to go and celebrate his birthday party. I mean, how does this work? I do not understand. How does this work when a former CM, Yedurappa, the court says he's not Tom, Dick and Harry, why should we arrest him? And a person who was a sitting deputy CM, Delhi, Sisodia, put behind bars for 17 months. How does this all work? And then I have another problem. You see, the problem is that when I spoke about Yedurappa, it was POXO. When I spoke about Ram Rahim Insan, whatever that man's name is, that rapist name is, he's a rapist, convicted rapist. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is alleged sexual assaulter. So, sexual assault, raping a woman is okay. Is that what I am supposed to understand? There maybe you will get bail. There maybe we will give you leeway. You that latitude, that latitude. Okay, you're a big man. Okay, chalo, that latitude. But money-wise, Baba, if you take money and all, then no latitude. Then you will go behind bars. Am I saying that for my country, money is more important than my daughter? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from all this story? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from all the story? I ask my judiciary. I ask the North Star. Is that what I'm supposed to understand? What exactly is law and how law works? They say that law is not just about getting justice. It's also about seeing that a person is getting justice. There was a case when a 75-year-old man in Uttar Pradesh, Bijnor, he was beaten by this person who was identified as Abhinav Singh, who is the son of BJP Nagar Nigam chairman, Birbal Singh. Beaten. 75-year-old man. Whatever the crime is, how could a 75-year-old man be beaten to pulp by this youngster? And you know what? I don't think he's arrested. The last we checked, we were told that, karwai chal rahi hai, and told rudely by Uttar Pradesh police. I beg of the CM of Uttar Pradesh. Is this our culture? Is this the Hinduism that you talk about? Is this law and order? A 75-year-old man being beaten and that man is not arrested as yet. Investigation is going on. Investigation of what? Look at the shot. Look at the camera. The camera caught it. What investigation? A 75-year-old man was beaten up. I will tell you another one. This story comes from Buldana. Shivchandra Taide. See this man hitting that girl inside that police station. Inside a police station. No case has been registered according to what we understand from a stringer from Buldana. No case has been registered. Why no case has been registered? Because nobody complained. It happened inside your police station. A girl was beaten up. What I need to understand is, what is law? Is law mere letter? Or is law in letter and spirit? What is law? Is law only when you are poor? Is law only when you are not influential? Does law only work when you are from the opposition party? Is that the way law works? Or is law equal to everybody? Or is that just a jumla, like a lot of jumlas we have in our country? This is the question I want to ask tonight. Please write down your comments. Your comments are important for me. Your comments are important for me because I want to understand whether is it me or are all of us feeling this way? That's the point I wanted to make today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great weekend till I see you on Monday at 10 p.m. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.